Okay guys, so some little bits I can do. That rear panel is just shocking, absolutely shocking. I've got a new top bit. That's the only bit you see. John wanted top and bottom, but you don't really see the bottom. So new top panel there, absolutely fine. I'll chuck that on. I'll attach it to the bottom of that one. Chuck the other pieces away because they're junk, and the back end will look great. This is from the company. They're a little bit sly, this company actually. They charged me £14 to deliver 2 items separately, and the third item didn't even turn up. So I messaged them last night saying what's going on. They owe me one side panel or refunds basically, and actually the quality of the parts aren't great. This is very dull and it's got scratches and stuff here and there. It's not as good as I thought it would be, and quite pricey as well. So not overly impressed with that company at the moment. Let me get this switched over so that I can potentially put that back on the bike, although again, until I can check the wiring, it would be a bit silly. What I'll do is I'll put the generator on, and I'll charge up the big old car battery over there for a bit and see if we can get anything out of that. I'll need to check the basic lightings and stuff in an hour or so. Okay guys, so let me switch this off. I'm not sure how much juice is in that battery. Let's see if we've got anything at all. The new ignition is on. Hey, horn. Okay, so indicators potentially shouldn't do anything, which they're not. That could explain. If you bridge these two together, they would technically all come on at the same time, so I can try that after. I wanted to see kind of, do I have the basics, do I have a rear light at the moment? That actually I think it needs to be running, but the brake light should. No. So the electrics on this thing are bad, unless it needs to be. Ooh! Brake light as well. Rear one? No rear one, of course not. Let's try the indicators again, but they shouldn't. We do have a horn. We will have power here. Good side light. There you go. That's good news. So, that's great. That's great. That's not bad at all. Let me fire this back up. I'll keep that charging. It kind of just did enough to fire it up, so that's not too bad at all. And I think I'm going to throw the front light on and the rear panel, because that all seems okay. I've got the rear panel over here ready. Looks so much better. There it is. That's the new panel. It just looks, the bike don't look so neglected anymore. So I'm going to chuck that on, and that's lovely, and it started so well actually. And then I'll bridge them wires, and when I bridge them wires, yeah, all four technically should come on, and that will show me if we have a circuit here or not. So check this out guys, by bridging the relay wire and ignition on, left, on, right, on, so we need a relay for that. That's quick and easy, that's straightforward. Lovely, and the rear panel is of course on. The rain is heavy now, so I might need to give up. But there you go. It's looking like a real bike. Okay guys, wiring done, high beam, low beam, high beam, low beam. Side lights on, excellent. Wiring's there. I of course need to get it all taped up, but that shows me that bit's done. I've ordered a battery for the bike, so tomorrow actually it's meant to be here, and then it should be a self-sufficient bike. I should be able to jump on it, press the old starter, and it just be a kind of self-sufficient running riding bike, which is great news. Right, I'm going to get that wiring kind of done up properly, nipped up, taped off and tucked in. I'll get the mesh on the light, and then we're looking really good at this stage. We're looking really good at this stage. Hopefully the speedo turns up today or tomorrow as well. That's kind of the last piece of this puzzle at this stage. And yeah, it's exciting. Right, I'm going to get that light on and done and nipped up so that we've got kind of what looks like to be a motorcycle. So I actually just found a relay in the garage, guys. Let's see. Yeah, other side. Whee! Oh, it's under there, but you can see it. Yes! Wow. Haha. Right, wow, we're halfway there, guys. We're more than halfway there now. This was a complete non-runner originally. It was a complete non-runner, you know. It needed a CDI. It needed bits that someone else wouldn't have noticed it needed, basically. Your average Joe wouldn't have looked at it. You would have been looking for spark and this and that and blah blah blah. Actually, it takes a trained eye to see that there's missing bits and pieces sometimes, and that's where the years of practice comes in handy. I'm not an expert, but I'm getting better. Right, let me get this front light on and nipped up, and wow, we're at such a nice stage. This bike, by the way, would be MOTable without a speedo, guys. If it did everything else, then I could take this to MOT on Saturday as it is, and it would be fine, as long as the indicators and brake lights and this and that. Saying that, the rear brake light didn't work, but that needs looking at anyway, doesn't it? Let me nip up this front end, and we'll see where we go from there. I think now you can see my vision, guys. If you look, you see that's my vision. You've taken a bike that has really ugly fairings and really is, you know, they're out there everywhere, and you have customized it with some fairly simple tricks, you know, handlebars and a front headlight. You can see the vision there, you can see the stance of the bike. It works. Yeah, for me it makes such a big difference. That's a custom bike. That's, you know, so much more custom than the originals. There's little bits and pieces to do. I need to sort out the rear brake and make sure the brake switch is on, but at the moment all the lights are working, all the indicators are working. It will start, run and ride. It definitely needs a side stand. I forgot about that. That's something I need to order. Side stand. New batteries coming tomorrow. Hopefully speedo turns up today or tomorrow. And then yeah, this bike's not far from being done, actually. We bought this for pennies, guys. I think John paid £2.50 for it. The ECU was, or maybe 50 quid. The indicator's tenner. The front light was 30. You know, it owes us 400 quid. Let's be honest at this stage. 450 after an MOT, and it'll be a great riding bike. So that's great. I mean, it'll probably sell for £1,000, and someone's going to get a great bike for £1,000. It's not completely finished. Ideally, it would have the rear side panels there and the other side. I've got one. I'm just looking for the other one. Although there is something about this look that's quite clean, actually. I know the seats aren't on properly and stuff, but that's something I'll sort out in time. Yeah, so side stand, that is something I need to order and get on there, because it's a bit of an issue. And I think I'm going to pull the bike over here and see if I can do something with the rear brake. Daniel said that it's quite regular that they bend them in to help with reach. That kind of makes sense, someone with a smaller foot. But it is way out of alignment, so I need to realign it somehow. I probably need to pop that off and realign it. It'd be tempting to pop them off and give them both a bit of black spray. I might do that. I've got kind of an hour left and the rain has stopped, so I think I might do that. These things here that hold the fairings on, they need to come off. I think they're bolted in. I'll take them off, that's no issue at all. And yeah, honestly, it's getting there. Definitely, it's 100 times better than it was. Brilliant. So the rear brake, basically this stopper had been bent up, so I assume it was dropped at some point. Well, hang on, bent handlebars. It was definitely dropped at some point. I just rebent the stopper down. It's fine. You'd normally worry about fatigue a little bit, but it seems solid. This is bent in, but like Daniel said already, they regularly were because it's quite far. If I straighten that out, which I can do, it's quite a reach for someone, so it's better like this. It works fine. I have just adjusted the brakes, so it works beautifully actually. So very happy with that quick fix. Didn't even have to take it off. I'm going to pop down and see if the speedo is here, although I am running out of time. But at the moment I'm pleased. I'm very pleased. We've got a bike, a fully functioning bike. I also clicked the rear brake light switch back on, so that will also be functioning properly now. So at the moment, the lights work, the indicators work, the horn works, the brake lights work. The rear should, it might need adjusting, but it should work. It's basically all there, guys. The basics are done on this bike. It's kind of MOT-able. Yeah, let me pop down and see if the posters turn up. I've got an hour left. If the speedo's here, it'd be nice to kind of get it mocked up at least, and then look at the wiring later on. So yeah, post's not been yet, but I've got the right panel there. I don't like it. I think it changes the lines of the bike, although it does look neater. That side versus that side. I think it needs it. But yeah, I'm not overly. You know what would be cool? If I cut along this line here, and you just had that bit there. What would be underneath? So what would you see? You'd be seeing. I think that would look neater. So you'd kind of see all this area here, but it would cover the carbon airbox. I'm going to consider that. I do need to get the other panel there. Definitely going to consider that. Okay. So no speedo. There's not much else I can do on this one really. I've decided on the adrenaline that I'm not going to polish a turd. I'm going to kind of throw it back together, guys. I'm going to service it. It needs bits and pieces done. You know, everything's a bit loose up here. I believe it didn't have any indicators, did it? But it's got the wiring here, I think. I don't know. I think my aim is to just get this back out there, guys. So, yeah. Get it riding, get it functional, get it a bit cleaner. It was quite messy. I am going to I'm going to paint the front panel because I had to do the repair, the crack repair here. So I need to sand that down and paint it. So that's going to go black, which is fine. It will all tie in. We'll have black there. I mean, you could. No, I'm not going to paint anywhere else. So yeah, my aim for this bike, because I've got the logbook, it's got some MOT, it runs and rides beautifully, it starts first time every time. I don't want to waste time with this one. I don't want to buy a full set of plastics, if I'm being honest, because that's going to cost £200 to not make the £200 out of it. At the moment, someone can buy a cheap bike that works beautifully and it's a great riding bike. That looks a little bit messy. So it's got the full X-Tech stainless exhaust system. The mileage isn't stupidly high at 14,000 it's kilometers as well. So yeah, it's kind of 10,000-ish, maybe 9. That's it. That's my plan, guys. I'm going to put this bike back together. I'm going to give it a good clean. I've done a lot of the cleaning of the panel work. They were much worse. Even the tank, all this crap just needs scraping off. You can get sticker sets for these as well. I might look into the sticker set if it covers some of the tank and it covers some of the rear panels, maybe even on the front. I might look into a sticker set. I don't mind doing that. But otherwise, this bike's going to be put back together. Even the kind of broken fork guard down there, it's going to be cable tied back on as best as I can, because it just, each one of them's 30 quid each, you know, and then that's 30 quid, and then they're 30 quid, and you add it all up, it's 200 quid in no time. So that's the plan on that one. Stalemate here at the moment because we haven't got the rest of the parts, but ultimately starts, runs, rides, does what it needs to do. I'm going to just throw some WD on the rear chain, just get that lubricated through, and then I'll clean it and put some proper lubrication on tomorrow when I've got a new battery, and that will be a push button bike tomorrow when the new battery's here. That already is. New carb I've ordered for the moped, we have to just try it really. So yeah, cool. I'm happy. I've got a lot done today. I think the CBF is a bit of a hero bike at the moment.